Bonjour, most magnificent mathematicians. Ms. Palmer here, and we are going to go through a set of notes. You guys have seen this in word problem form. Whoops, wrong thing. I meant to highlight. Word problem form, equation, as a table, and as a graph. You've seen it all separately. Now we're just going to put it all together in one harmonious problem. So I would pause it and take all the notes. Make sure to put your date on your paper, whatever today's date is, and the unit that this belongs in, which I'm pretty sure is unit 4 or unit 5. One of the two. You guys just took a test. Anyway, we are going over TEK 77A, which is still linear relationships as a graph, equation, and table. Let's get started with the word problem here. Mr. Bennett works as an electrician. He charges an inspection fee of $25 to diagnose the tissue plus $20 every hour he works. Write an equation in slope-intercept form and create a graph and table that represent the scenario. So we've read the problem. Let's go back and pull out some information. Considering I know there's always going to be two things I'm dealing with. There's a multiplicative number and an additive number. If there is no additive number, then you know it's going to be a proportional relationship because we all know proportional relationships are just multiplicative, no adding or subtracting, clearly. It can go up or down. In any case, going back to the problem, Mr. Bennett works as an electrician. He charges an inspection fee of $25 to diagnose the issue and plus $20 every hour he works. So I see the word plus $20 every hour. So I see plus in every. So I know there's additive and multiplicative. The word plus means multiplicative, right? But the $20 every hour, that's $20 per hour. That would be my multiplicative number. And it also tells me that X is hours. You guys should know by now that time is always independent. So whenever time is involved in your equation, that is always going to be your X. So X represents hours. We have $20 per hour. So now I know that the plus belongs to that $25. So now putting it all together. Oh, yeah. Y equals 20 times hours plus a $25 diagnostician fee. There's my equation, y equals 20x plus 25. Now moving on to my table. Since I know that y equals 20 times x plus 25, I can now fill out my table, which is going to be my ordered pairs, right? Which is going to help me graph. But I always like to do the table first so I know how to set up my graph. So if x is 0, y equals 20 times 0 plus 25. 20 times 0 is 0, so y is 25. Y equals 20 times 1 plus 25. Well, 20 times 1 is 20, and I know 20 plus 25 is 45. I'm going to keep going to, 20 times 2 plus 25. 20 times 2 is 40, and 40 plus 25 is 65. 20 times 5, so after 5 hours of work plus a diagnostician fee, 20 times 5 is 100. 100 plus 25 is 125. So lastly, after 10 hours of work plus a diagnostician fee, a fee to diagnose it, 20 times 10 is 200. 200 plus 25 is 225. Okay, so now looking at my table here, I know X is going to be my number of hours, so that's always going to be that horizontal line here. Sorry, let me write, this is time in hours, right? Because we like to label our X and Y axes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. It's not the best, but that's okay. And then my y-axis is money. Here, let me move this guy over so I can label my y-axis. It's cost in dollars is my y. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so now when it comes to labeling my x and y axis, looking at my table here, I have 0 through 10. And I made sure to have 10 tick marks, so I'm just going to label that 0 through 10. Oop, I guess I did not have 10 on there, huh? Oh, wait. 0's at the origin, guys. So backtrack. I'm just having some difficulties here. This is 0. 1, 2. You know, actually, I'm kind of glad that I showed you guys that mistake, so please don't ever make it. That was really silly of me. The origin is always at the very, very beginning. So now when I'm labeling my cost in dollars, since I can see on my table here, I'm going from $25 to $225, I think I'm actually going to count by 25s by labeling every other one. I guess I can label every single one. I'll just have to write teeny tiny. 125, 150. Okay, through 300. And now I'm gonna graph. So my first ordinary pair is 0, 25. Here, let me switch colors. 0, 25. After 1 hour, he's worked 45, or the cost is $45, so right under 50 at the 1. After 2 hours, $65, so now I'm jumping up to between 50 and 75, but closer to the 75, like a smidge. After 5 hours, the cost is $125. At the 10-hour mark, the cost is $225. All right, now let's draw our line, connect our dots. Whoop. You know what? I was gonna try to make it a straight line because my thing can do that, but I'll just stick with the regular drawing it. And there we go, guys. So, oh, I guess I forgot to label this. Why, huh? We said that it was cost in dollars, right? So money. So we went from a word problem, $20 every hour that he works, and then plus that $25 diagnostician fee to diagnose the issue. Our $20 was multiplicative because we saw that word every, and every means to multiply by per 1. And then we saw the word plus that $25 fee. We put it into a table, y equals 20x plus 25, m, our slope being 20, so we would rise 20 per 1. And then b, where we begin, is at $25 because just for ordering the electrician, it's automatically going to cost you $25. We went from a table to a graph, and that's it.